CIET NCERT presents audiobook Contemporary India Textbook in Geography for Class 9 about the book. This book has 66 pages containing 6 chapters along with the glossary. It is Page 1. India, Size and Location. India is one of the ancient civilizations in the world. It has achieved multifaceted socio-economic progress during the last 5 decades. It has moved forward, displaying remarkable progress in the field of agriculture, industry, technology, and overall economic development. India has also contributed significantly to the making of world history. Location. India is a vast country, lying entirely in the northern hemisphere. The mainland extends between latitudes 8 degrees 4 minutes north and 37 degrees 6 minutes north, and longitudes 68 degrees 7 minutes east and 97 degrees 25 minutes east. Figure 1.1 shows a map of the world, and it shows all the 7 continents of the world. It also shows the India's strategic position on the world map. The Tropic of Cancer, that is 23 degrees 30 minutes north, divides the country into almost 2 equal parts. To the southeast and southwest of the mainland lie the Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the Lakshadweep Islands in Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea respectively. Find out the extent of these groups of islands from your atlas. Do you know the southernmost point of the Indian Union, Indira Point, got submerged under the seawater in 2004 during the tsunami? Size. The landmass of India has an area of 3.28 million square kilometre. India's total area accounts for about 2.4% of the total geographical area of the world. Page 2. From the figure 1.2, it is clear that India is the 7th largest country of the world. Figure 1.2 is a bar graph which shows the 6 larger countries of the world. 7th is India. Russia is the largest country with the total area of 17.07 million square kilometre. Canada is the 2nd largest country with a total area of 9.97 million square kilometre, and USA is the 3rd largest country with the total area of 9.80 million square kilometre. Well, India is the 7th largest country with a total land cover of 3.28 million square kilometre. From the text. India has a land boundary of about 15,200 kilometre, and the total length of the coastline in the mainland including Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep is 7,516.6 kilometre. India is bounded by the Yangfol Mountains in the northwest, north and northeast, south of 22 degree north latitude. It begins to taper and extends towards the Indian Ocean, dividing it into 2 seas, the Arabian Sea on the west and the Bay of Bengal on its east. Look at figure 1.3 and note that the latitudinal and longitudinal extent of the mainland is about 30 degrees. Despite this fact, the east-west extent appears to be smaller than the north-south extent. Figure 1.3 on page number 3. It shows the map of India also shows the longitudinal and latitudinal extent for the country. The southernmost latitude for the Indian mainland is 8 degrees and 4 minutes, while the northernmost latitude is 37 degrees 6 minutes. Likewise, the westernmost longitude is 68 degrees 7 minutes and the easternmost longitude is 97 degrees 25 minutes. The distance between the northern and the southern point of India is 3,214 kilometers, where the distance between east and west extent of our country is just 2,933 kilometers. From the text. From Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, there is a time lag of 2 hours. Hence, time along the standard meridian of India, that is 82 degrees 30 minutes east, passing through Mirzapur, that is in Uttar Pradesh, is taken as the standard time for the whole country. The latitudinal extent influences the duration of the day and night as one moves from south to north. From the box, find out why 82 degrees 30 minutes east has been selected as the standard meridian of India. And also find out why is the difference between the durations of day and night hardly felt at Kanyakumari but not so in Kashmir. India and the world. The Indian landmass has a central location between the East and the West Asia. India is a southward extension of the Asian continent. The trans-Indian Ocean routes, which connect the countries of Europe in the west and the countries of East Asia, provide a strategic central location to India. Note that the Deccan Peninsula protrudes into the Indian Ocean, thus helping India to establish close contact with West Asia, Africa, and Europe from the western coast and with Southeast and East Asia from the eastern coast. No other country has a long coastline on the Indian Ocean as India has, and indeed, it is India's eminent position in the Indian Ocean which justifies the naming of an ocean after it. Page 3. From the box. Do you know? Since the opening of the Suez Canal in 1869, India's distance from Europe has been reduced by 7,000 kilometers. Page 4. India's contacts with the world have continued through the ages, but their relationships through the land routes are much older than her maritime contacts. The various passes across the mountains in the north have provided passages to the ancient travelers, while the oceans restricted such interaction for a long time. These routes have contributed in the exchange of ideas and commodities since ancient times. The ideas of Upanishads and the Ramayana, the stories of Panchtantra, the Indian numerals, and the decimal system thus could reach many parts of the world. The spices, muslin, and other merchandise were taken from India to different countries. On the other hand, the influence of Greek sculpture and the architectural styles of dome and minarets from West Asia can be seen in different parts of our country. There is a map given which shows the Southeast Asian countries. It also shows the air routes and the sea routes, the ports and the airports of India, and its trade relations with many countries. India has many trade partners, countries from Africa, Europe, Southeast Asia, Japan, and even Australia. India's neighbors. India occupies an important strategic position in South Asia. India has 29 states and 7 union territories, as shown in figure 1.5 on page number 5. On page 5, there is a map of India given which shows the administrative divisions of the country, the international boundary and the state boundaries. The different states are located along with all the union territories. It also shows the neighboring countries of India like Pakistan, Nepal, China, Myanmar and Sri Lanka. From the box, find out, first, the number of union territories along the western and eastern coasts. Second, area-wise, which is the smallest and which is the largest state. Third, the states which do not have an international border or lie on the coast. And fourth, classify the states into 4 groups, each having common frontiers with Pakistan, China, Myanmar and Bangladesh. From the text, India shares its land boundaries with Pakistan and Afghanistan in the northwest, China, part of Tibet, Nepal and Bhutan in the north, and Myanmar and Bangladesh in the east. Our southern neighbors across the sea consist of the 2 island countries, namely Sri Lanka and Maldives. Do you know? Before 1947, there were 2 types of states in India, the provinces and the princely states. Provinces were ruled directly by British officials who were appointed by the viceroy. Princely states were ruled by local hereditary rulers who acknowledged sovereignty in return for local autonomy. Page 5. Sri Lanka is separated from India by a narrow channel of sea formed by the Park Strait and the Gulf of Mannar, while Maldive Islands are situated to the south of Lakshadweep Islands. India has had strong geographical and historical links with her neighbors. Look at the physical map of Asia in your atlas and note how India stands apart from the rest of Asia. Page 6. Exercise. Question 1. Choose the right answer from the 4 alternatives given below. 1 of 1. The Tropic of Cancer does not pass through A. Rajasthan, B. Odisha, C. Chhattisgarh, and D. Tripura. 2 of 1. The easternmost longitude of India is A. 97 degrees 25 minutes east, B. 68 degrees 7 minutes east, C. 77 degrees 6 minutes east, or D. 82 degrees 32 minutes east. 3 of 1. Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal and Sikkim have common frontiers with A. China, B. Bhutan, C. Nepal, or D. Myanmar. 4 of 1. If you intend to visit Kavaratti during your summer vacations, which one of the following union territories of India you will be going to? The choices are A. Puducherry, B. Lakshadweep, C. Andaman and Nicobar Islands, or D. Diu and Daman. 5 of 1. My friend hails from a country which does not share land boundary with India. Identify the country. A. Is it Bhutan? B. Tajikistan, C. Bangladesh, or D. Nepal? Question 2. Answer the following questions briefly. 1 of 2. Name the group of islands lying in the Arabian Sea. 2 of 2. Name the countries which are larger than India. 3 of 2. Which island group of India lies to its southeast? 4 of 2. Which island countries are our southern neighbors? Question 3. The sun rises 2 hours earlier in Arunachal Pradesh as compared to Gujarat in the west, but the watches show the same time. How does it happen? Question 4. The central location of India at the head of the Indian Ocean is considered of great significance. Why? Map skills. Question 1. Identify the following with the help of map reading. First, the island groups of India lying in the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal. Second, the countries constituting Indian subcontinent. Third, the state through which the Tropic of Cancer passes. Fourth, the northernmost latitude in degrees. Fifth, the southernmost latitude of the Indian mainland in degrees. Sixth, the eastern and the westernmost longitude in degrees. Seventh, the place situated on the 3 seas. Eighth, the strait separating Sri Lanka from India. Ninth, the Union Territories of India. Project or activity. First, find out the longitudinal and latitudinal extent of your state. Second, collect information about the Silk Route. Also find out the new developments which are improving communication routes in the regions of high altitude. Contemporary India, Part 1, Chapter 1, India, Size and Location. You were just listening to this chapter. It was read by Shiba Mal, recorded by Shanu Muksim, production assistance Vimlesh Chaudhary, produced by Ajit Horo. This was presented to you by CIET NCERT, New Delhi.